So here is the thing that I found out about, and then I fell down a hole and I spent the better part of a day reading about. In 2010, we did not yet know that Donald Trump would be president of the United States. There was no way to guess it. At that point, he was mostly still kind of like going on Howard Stern and like getting math questions wrong. The Apprentice was a thing, but it was already kind of starting to stop being a thing. And he very much at that time wanted something more. He couldn't figure out how to do it, but he had friends at the Golf Network that were willing to help him try to figure it out. And so for 2 years, a TV show that is basically been wiped entirely from the internet aired on the Golf Network. It is called Donald J. Trump's Fabulous World of Golf. I've seen one episode of it and it sucked ass.
Donald J. Trump's Fabulous World of Golf.
I can be more specific. The idea was basically sort of split between like famous people playing golf at Trump courses with Trump and then like saying nice things about him. And then eventually it just became about like what the title said, Donald J. Trump's Fabulous World of Golf, which basically means being like driven in a limousine from his home to some sort of golf course or to some sort of gala honoring his contributions to the greater rich person golfer community. And that's about it. Watching Donald Trump get in and out of cars, while I consider it sort of a thrill ride, is not the sort of thing that generally counts as entertaining for most people, like people with less damaged brains. But they did spin 2 seasons out of the show. The one episode that's online, while it does involve some celebs, is mostly Trump gets ready to go to Scotland, Trump goes to Scotland, and before he goes to Scotland, there's a gala honoring him where like Amy Grant says something nice about him on the red carpet.
I think he's wonderful. He's just provided so much great entertainment.
That's the whole thing. It's not good, and I don't feel great about having watched those 22 minutes. When Andrew Kaczynski from CNN came around asking about it in 2016 before the election, Golf Channel, which is owned by NBC, declined to release it. This was like, people were more interested in the Apprentice tapes that were unreleased, presumably because Trump could have said something, like racist or sexist. I know that would be out of character for him, but you never know. In this case, the Golf Channel refused to release the footage, but they also were kind of like, we don't think that there's anything newsworthy here. While they probably should have released the episodes, I kind of agree that there's nothing newsworthy in it, because it's like, other than finding out that Amy Grant admires the personal journey that Donald Trump was on, I didn't learn anything about him from the episode that I saw that I didn't already know. But I think the fundamental lesson of it, and the one thing that you could sort of say has some relevance now that he has the nuclear codes and all that, is that it lets you know how Trump himself would like to be covered. Like if you made an entire episode of television out of a 2-minute segment of Access Hollywood, an endless sort of sprawling infomercial with famous people talking about what a cool guy he is.
So how are we doing, Eric? It's a little halo.
When my father showed up today, he looks out over the whole team and it's almost like God appeared. Here he is, coming down from the heavens.